this video tutorial, we'll make an application capable of pushing images to your ScripTouch device. You'll need a couple tools to get started. You'll need a recent web browser, either Apple Safari 6 or greater, Google Chrome 16 or greater, Microsoft Internet Explorer 10 or greater, Mozilla Firefox 11 or greater, or Opera 1210 or later. Next, you'll need a text editor. Notepad, gedit, or TextEdit will all work, but pretty much any text editor should do the trick. Make sure OmniScript is installed and running, and that you have at least one ScripTouch signature capture device hooked up to your computer. For this example, we're going to assume that you're going to be using an OmniScript instance installed on your local computer. We'll start by creating the files we'll need to make the example work. Open up a folder and create two new files. We'll create a tutorial HTML file and a tutorial JavaScript file. Let's open up the HTML file and make a skeleton HTML document. Add the doctype tag to indicate that this is an HTML5 application. Then create the open and close HTML tags. Next, create the head and body tags. Let's give our document a title and create a script tag that sources in the script file we just created. Now we'll create a canvas tag we'll use to draw on later in our example. Now let's add an onload handler to our document body that calls a function we'll create in the JavaScript file in just a moment. Save the document and open up the JavaScript file. Create the function we just referenced in the onload handler in the HTML document. Double check and make sure the function matches the one we're calling. Once that's done, we can start writing code. Let's start by creating a WebSocket along with a callback for the connection established, connection closed, and data received events. We'll put console.log statements in each of the callbacks so we can verify they're being called when we run the application. Now, just like in the previous examples, we'll add handlers to our onMessage callback. We'll start by handling the connection open just like before, where we open the first device on the server as soon as we connect. And let's add a reference to our canvas and its drawing context at the top of our function. We'll need this in just a moment. Let's also set the stroke style to black while we're at it. Now let's add a handler for device open response objects. We'll use the information we get from this object to set up the canvas, paint a simple X across the screen, and push the image to the device. We'll push the canvas to the device using a push bitmap request. These requests allow you to push any PNG data URL to the screen of your device, provided the bitmap fits on the screen of your device and won't overflow any of the edges. The toData URL call converts your canvas into a PNG data URL. The bit depth specifies that the picture should be transferred in 4-bit grayscale. Some devices may not support grayscale. OmniScript will convert the image to black and white for your device if this is the case. Finally, let's add a catch-all to make sure that OmniScript doesn't send us anything we aren't expecting. Now let's test our application. Open the HTML page in a web browser. You should see the X drawn on your screen. That same X should also be displayed on your device. You can use this to transfer any type of image that your browser supports. This concludes this tutorial. You've learned how to use an HTML5 canvas to push bitmap images to your ScripTouch device. Thank you for watching the Scriptel Corporation tutorial.